morning. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Jbk Zone Coverage Podcast, Season 1, Episode 17, last episode of 2023 year. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, man. I watched a little bit of good football yesterday. We're going to get into that. Definitely talk about that a little on the show, man. I'm going to bring my boy Bishul up here right now. Get in touch with him. What's going on, Bishul?
What's up? How you doing? Everybody tired this morning. That's cool. That's all right. We're going to get through this. We're going to do this.
Hey, man, how was your Christmas, though?
Oh, it was pretty good. Uneventful. It's Christmas. You know, when you get older and your kids are grown, I only have my grandkids to go for. So, yeah, that was about it. Grandkids only.
Yeah, mine was actually great, man. Kids actually had a good time, man. Like I told everybody earlier, earlier in the week, like the rooms is like separated, so they would have the kids would have to pass the Christmas trees in the middle, so they have to pass my Christmas tree to get to our room. I was afraid they were gonna open up the presents before we woke up, but actually came inside our room and woke us up before they opened up the presents everywhere. It was crazy. It was real crazy. We played a little bit of holiday music, man. It was real good. The night before, we did a gingerbread house. We took pictures about a Christmas tree. Ate dinner. It was really good. It was really good.
I saw that. It was pretty nice, man.
They really enjoyed themselves, man. It was really good. And now we're here to end off the new the end of this year to on to a new years later on today. Tomorrow morning actually. So yeah, other than that, holiday was great. And I hope everybody had a good Merry Christmas, man. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Time with their family, ate good, man. All the presents, smiled, enjoyed the society. I hope everybody had that moment for themselves. Kevin will not be here today. He's going through some stuff right now, so hopefully he get himself together, and we'll be back. He'll be back next week as well, man. So Merry Christmas to everybody that had a very good Christmas, and Happy New Year to everybody as well. So what I do right now, like for everybody to notice something we do routinely every single year. I want y'all to help expand us, and how y'all do that. It's easy to do that, man. All y'all gotta do is scan our QR code, go to every last one of our platforms, social media, and follow us today. So make sure y'all do follow us today, man. And as always, we always want y'all to engage with us. As always, the easy way to do that is go in the comment section. You like, share, and comment as well, because we grow. That's how we grow. We're nothing without you guys, as always, man. So
make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, whatever we got on, and subscribe, please.
Most definitely, man. So you ready to get started, be sure?
Let's do this. Oh, by the way, we got the Mad Yinser. He's behind the scenes. He's feeling under the weather, but he's being a trooper with us today. So be patient with him. He's good to go. So yeah, well, let's do this throwback video of the week.
Let's get right into the throwback video of the week.
To be part of a great team. Here's Hilton blitzing off the slot again. Passer Hopkins. Oh my goodness! Did he catch that? That's the touchdown catch of the year. If that's good. They're still talking about it. There's a flag down. If he got that inbound, that's the touchdown catch of the year.
Tip it up to yourself. He tries to one-handed here and just tips it up, and then goes with the other hand. Oh, what an unbelievable catch.
Let's see what.
Hard to tell. Did he get that second foot down?
It's possession there.
Or did it just
1
land
foot
on
down? Yeah, I don't think anything else is down. It's a bummer. I don't care.
Let's check it out here. You see him get the one toe down. Oh, there's one.
They're down. They're down.
You got him.
That angle, great job.
Well, besides the fact that was an OPI, but anyway.
It definitely was the OPI. Oh, definitely was. There ain't about that. But it was an amazing catch nonetheless. That's when you're on the road, man, you get favorable calls. You know that is. But I was the fight back video of the week. That was Dodger Hawkins on the one hand, tip, drill, catch. That should have been the OPI, but it was a great play nonetheless.
Y'all can't play, but Houston. Houston is your weak spot there, because it looked like in that video you were losing 27-0 in that game.
Us. I was doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was just something. We actually won that game anyway, but it's all good. Yeah, don't worry about there. But that was the fireback video of the week. We do that every single week. Want to see what happens next week? You got to tune in. All right, y'all, let's get right into our Thursday night football topic, and then we'll get to Saturdays right after. So Thursday night game with the Cleveland Browns at the Jets. They want to win 37-20. Actually, the Jets was at Cleveland, actually. But there's game right here. And what can I say, man? You got to get credit due, man. the Cleveland Browns looking so good right now. I'm impressed, man. And like I said, I'm still a fan, so I have it's my religious right to hate them or hate on them, man. But you got to get credit. But you have to give credit where credit is due, man. They play some amazing football, man. How about Joe Flacco, man? The way he is playing, man. The way David Njoku's playing, man. Like Amari Cooper, man. Like this team is on all cylinders. The defense is amazing, man. The passing game was crazy, man. All night long, man. David Njoku, how about him, man? Like the Jets had no answer for him, none, man. He was going crazy.
He was going nuts, yeah.
Yeah, Marco didn't even play this game, so I was expecting somebody to step up, and it was the tight end, man. David Njoku been doing well. He been having, I think Wayne the one that got burnt. His face was burnt. Was it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He been through a lot of controversy this whole season long, man. And come out to play the way he played. He had 6 receptions for 134, man. The running game was pretty okay. Wasn't the greatest, but it was pretty okay, man. The defense was dominant all night. Miles Garrett leading it away with that, man. They played their hearts out there, man. As for the Jets, man, like I said, there's a lot going on there right now. Their quarterback right now.
They're waiting for their Messiah to come back.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know why, but they looked to struggle. They really didn't do as much. Bryce Hall did what he could. He got stuff in the end zone through the receiving part of the game. But other than that, man, there wasn't Trevor Simeon, somebody that not somebody could lead the team, man. Like he tried his best, man, but he wasn't really couldn't do anything. There was a lot of turnovers in that game, a lot of sacks going on in that game, man. But Cleveland, man, it was just on fire, man. Like it was phenomenal, man. It's crazy, man. But what you thought about that Thursday night game?
Oh man, Cleveland is going wacko with Flacco. That dude is just 39 years old, and he's lighting people up. This is like his third 300-yard game he had in a row. Mm-hmm. Man, that's all Cleveland needs. They need a consistent quarterback. I'm sorry. I mean, you can say what you want about Deshaun Watson. You overpaid for that dude. That dude's not going to be nothing for it. I'm sorry, Cleveland. I'm just going by what I'm seeing with my eyes. Deshaun's not playing with any heart, any vigor. Flacco came out there, he was sitting on a couch. He got caught up. And he went out there and just, what is he, 4-1 now as a starter?
Yeah.
Man, come on. Hey, they can beat Baltimore. I'm thinking they're the ones that take out Baltimore. If any team in the AFC can do it, it's going to be Cleveland. Cleveland's got the defense, and now they got a capable quarterback who's a veteran and knows the Ravens because he played for them for a while. So, that's good. He's doing good. I feel good for the old man. Call him old man, but yeah,
he looks great, man. Like he's playing still. Yeah. Like he ain't lost a step. I mean, it look like man. The most messed up part about this whole situation next year, Deshaun Watson will be starting. They have no choice. They've got so much money in him. They have no choice but start him. I think they should bring back Joe Flacco for sure. For backup collect for sure. For sure. That's a vet that you need right there. And right now, he lighted up all cylinders. Right now, he's playing amazing, man. He got like 1,200 pass yards, like 10 plus TDs. I think he 10 or more TD passes, man. He's looking really, really good, man. It's tough. They clicking with his offense, man. And the defense, the stellar defense like they have, man, what more can you ask for, man? But, they're going back to Deshaun Watson next year. They have no choice. They've had so much money and not to. But I would definitely bring Joe Flacco back next year for sure. For sure, man. He proved he's still a capable quarterback in this game. He's
a truth. He's what they say. They were talking about the whole week, talking about he's elite.
Yeah, he's an old man elite. Real. But
he's elite for his age.
He does turn the ball over a lot. I will say that, but he's put up numbers and they are winning.
I think he said he had like 3 interceptions in the last 2 games or 4 interceptions.
Something like that nature.
The dude throws interceptions, but he comes back. I mean,
he bounces back.
You look at the score. You look at the score, though. He'd be blowing teams out. So interceptions don't make a difference when you can do that. So
like matter of fact, this is his 4th straight game 300 plus.
Yeah. Okay.
16 pass yards, 13 TDs, and 8 interceptions. He does throw a lot of interceptions, but they win. They want to still find a way to win. He's still able to find receivers in the end zone. Yeah. What about the week before? Where Mark Cooper played, man? He had 200 plus yards. He went crazy. Joe Flacco right now.
And they he beat the Jets without two of his top receivers. Because what's his face? What's the other guy's the second receiver's name? What the hell is his name? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, he went out with a head injury, and he didn't have him for the rest of the game. But he found other receivers out there, man. Dude, he's playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I will say, man, I'm actually impressed with what I'm seeing right now from the Cleveland Browns. And they don't even pay me to say that because it's true. Look at the way they're playing right now. They're playing real good. The defense, this is probably one of the better defense, if not the best defense in football, outside of Baltimore.
He's played a good deal. Come on, guys. Elijah Moore, that's who it was. Elijah Moore. Thank you, Facebook.
That's who it was. Yeah. Yeah, they're looking really good, man. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from them right now. They capitalize on the opportunities that were unfortunate mistakes of Pittsburgh, and they capitalize on it. They winning right now. They winning games, man. Right now, they're the team. They look like a playoff team right now. The offense is clicking and the defense definitely because that defense is really, really good. And I'm impressed. I told Benny that the other day. Y'all, I'm impressed with y'all, man. I can't say y'all. Y'all definitely impressive, man. But it was a really, really good game, man. They put a monster game on for their hometown. So it was really good to see. All right, y'all. Let's go right into the Saturday night game. Controversy game. Oh, man. Game ended in 20-19. I'm going to be sure to talk about this first, then I'll get my input. Go ahead, be sure. Just thoughts on this game.
Well, I'm not going to blame the refs for shit because I'm going to tell you right now. And where's the company here? I know that we feel that we got robbed in that game, or I'm not saying we, but the Lions got robbed in that game. I think that if Goff would have played better in that game, we wouldn't even have that reason to have that 2-point conversion. We would have been winning the game. Goff played terrible. He threw 2 bad interceptions. If it wasn't for the running game and the defense played absolutely stellar in this game. Yeah, they let why am I having short fuse circuits? Dude that ran for 200 yards, received 200. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, 200 yards. You know, I think what the Lions were doing in a defense, they're not the greatest defense in the world, and their secondary is not top tier like that. So they gave them the Jordan rules. I call them the Jordan rules in football, where you let their best player go off, but you shut everybody else down. I think the thing that killed them in the second half, though, is they started to let Cook get cooking. But other than that, I think that if Goff played better, they couldn't have no turnovers. You can't have turnovers against Dallas and expect to win the game. I mean, you know, even though they lost by a point and they played really well, the offense was really kind of not the greatest. They got down the field. They had a couple of really good drives, but it's just that 2 crucial turnovers by Goff to me was the difference in the game. You can't turn the ball over. You can't. Not in those situations. So I mean, whether the officiating was bad at the end, you know, I can't be blaming stuff like that on the officiating all the time. It was fucked up and it was unfortunate, but you know how the officiating's been this year anyway. Everybody's going to catch hell from these officiating crews because obviously they got some money on the line somewhere. I don't know. I know one thing. I can say that shit and I ain't get fined. Fuck the NFL referees because y'all need to go right back to school and Goodell needs to fire all y'all. And then we need to fire Goodell. That's probably.
I ain't gonna lie.
Brandon's got paragraphs.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, a lot. You can say. You know what I'm saying? And that reminds me. For me, excuse me. I think it was the ref that called this controversy turn. Is for me, it was a great game. It was a 1-point loss. It was a great game. Nobody got blown out. A lot of turnovers happening in this game. But that 92-yard play should have never happened. He should have been sacked for a safety. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Let's sneak out of that and do a 92-yard touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. Those are some of the plays that in the game that just I don't know what Barnes was thinking. He had a straight path to the quarterback.
All right.
And and he gave him a shoulder bump. What the fuck, dude? You're not dared to be giving Dak to Dak. You're supposed to be sacking Dak. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know what the hell he was thinking when he did that. I mean, the dude had a straight, clear path to him. All you had to do was hit his ass, and that would have been 2 points and the ball. I would have benched his ass for the rest of the game for that shit.
Right there, told you everything to know. And then earlier we had an interception early in the game. Was that the fourth? And we got 1 for it on fourth down with a second interception that happened. I'm sure.
Yeah, what's that?
The first interception. Y'all drove down the field when I was 3 and out. Which one was it? I went for it on fourth down. That the second interception?
Oh, that was that might have been after the fumble. Yeah, that was after the fumble. They had a fumble that we recovered.
Right, take the points, man. And no point in trying to go to the just take the points. And down to the like I said, Chile had an amazing game, but he
you talk about when they could have kicked a field goal, but they went for it right at the goal line. I mean, that was a good. I mean, you gotta understand. That's how Dan Campbell does. And in this, the coach didn't let us down. The coach didn't let us down. No, he did what he does to do. Try to win games. That's what his job is to do. Your coach is there to try to win games. If he feels the situation is to go for it on fourth down, even if you're on a goal line and you don't make it, at least you got them set back. Now, I'd always have a little bit of problems with them trying to go for it like they did, but they were successful way back, on their own 20, 30-yard line. This time it worked, but, I don't like those kind of calls. But at least he's out there to win. And I don't think the coach had let us down at all. I think he did a very good job coaching. I think Ben Johnson, though, needs to have his head examined a little bit. This is supposed to be a head coach. It's supposed to be a head coach in the league. You can't be those calls that you had, some of them were crap. So, but yeah, so I mean, I would have settled for OT too, but it is what it is. I mean, the Lions didn't lose too much. Y'all making a big deal about they lost the seeding to this and they did that. They still have the third seed. They can't finish no worse than third. They still won a division, and they can still go out there and beat Minnesota and have a 12-5 record. That's a successful. And then they got their first playoff game at home. They'll, I'm pretty sure that they're going to try to, do their best to win that game, and I think they're going to win that game. So I'm not worried about that too much. Dallas, that loss wasn't too bad. I mean, they played like they were supposed to play, and they had a chance to win the game with so many seconds left, and they didn't do it because they took a chance and went for it on 2. I'm gonna tell you that's the mentality that you have to have, though, to be a winning football team. So, whoever says the same old lines, fuck you. That's all I got to say, because you don't know nothing about the Lions if you keep saying that. Okay? Period. But anyway. So that was my little rant.
To be honest with you, I really felt like that should just keep that extra point force overtime. Because like the referee was trying to jerk y'all. Once that they called that late ass call, I thought that was bullshit. So I had a really good. Go ahead. So when y'all did it again, y'all flag for it. Y'all backed up. They were flag for it. You move closer. I feel like they're trying to jerk y'all. I feel like they should kick the OT and with the OT see what happened, because y'all still drove down the field with a minute and 25 seconds left. I think y'all could have made it overtime, made it more better, but I get it. You want to end the game. I understand you were here with Sega. You wanted to go for it. I get it. But I really feel like that should have forced overtime because they were trying to jerk out. After that, especially they caught the flag late as hell. Video showing that he did call for be eligible to be reported for whatever can be. It didn't happen the way it happened. That was flagged the next play. Then they were flagged. I would have kicked the extra point, man. I feel like they were trying to jerk y'all. And I feel like they really, really did. But,
it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, it meant more to Dallas than it did to Detroit because, like I said, we have everything pretty much sewn up. It's just Dallas had to fight for position, which they're not going to get anyway, because I think Philadelphia's going to pull their head out their ass and win the next 2 games. I think San Francisco's going to do the same thing. This is what happens when you lose. You've been on a losing streak, and San Francisco's going to wake up after getting their ass handed to them by the Ravens. So it's Dallas is not going to – Dallas is irrelevant at this point to me. So I can understand the reason why Detroit or Dan Campbell did what he did. It was a very good night, though, for Jimmy Johnson. Let's put that in there. Jimmy Johnson got inducted to the Dallas Hall of Ring of Fame there, and that was good. Although I still don't think that Jerry Jones is being genuine about those situations.
No,
but everybody was playing nice and stuff like that. But Jimmy Johnson, yeah, that was one of the best coaches I've ever seen in a while. I really wish he would have came and coached the Lions, but fate had it. He went to the Cowboys. So and if you think about it too, Dan Campbell was kind of mirroring what he did. Jimmy Johnson did in his first years in Dallas. They were a sucky ass team when he got them, and they progressed every year. Then they got to the Super Bowl. So, who do we want to play at home, Benny? It don't make a difference. It could be the Rams. It could be Seattle. Bring them on. We got to beat whoever comes here anyway.
Mentality right there. That's the mentality right there.
It doesn't make a difference. As long as we got a home playoff game, we got to start from that square one. To get that confidence under our belt, then we can either go somewhere, or if things come our way, then they come our way. If they don't, then we have to go earn it. So that's the way it is. So let's see. Are we going live on Eve? Hell no.
No. This is the Eve show right here.
Right, the Eve show. Yeah, right.
We will not be doing that. But if you like, I will probably come on the home field advantage once you start just having there. But I probably would do that. Probably would. Maybe. Depending on how the day going. They're not going.
And that's the reason why I'm not worried about it, Brandon. I think we can beat any NFC team at this point too, here or away. I don't really care anymore. Let's do it.
I like that mentality. Like I said, but I agree with you earlier. Like the turnovers, can't turn the ball, especially with a team like that. They love turning the ball over. And they get takeaways. I think they're probably number one with takeaways, probably somewhere around Baltimore with takeaways. And they were really good, man. Even with that last interception, man. Even though y'all was able to get the ball back, I drove down the field, and then all that controversial stuff happened. When I seen that they started digging y'all around, I really feel like I should have went for the extra point with the overtime. But like I said, great call. You want to be aggressive. I respect that. I get it. But the way they were playing, y'all, and the way the flags been thrown around back to back 3 times in a row, I said, man, I should keep that extra point and let's go to overtime and see what happens at overtime, man. But Dan Campbell's aggressive head coach. He went to the end of the game right there. He was trying to do that. And I respect it, what I'm saying? But I just feel like they jerked y'all around, man. And like I said, they was going to let that happen. I do kind of follow what you're saying about that whole jerking around thing. I figured if they didn't get if they were going to screw them around out that damn 2-point conversion, okay, well, fine. Fuck you, Dan. We're going to take the extra point and just see where it goes from there. I probably would have done that instead of try to keep going for it. Because that was just making the situation worse. Mm-hmm. So I would have just I just think that, yeah, you're right on that. I would probably kick the extra point after they screwed us out. It's like flag on them, flag on y'all, and the flag on y'all, then back on them back up. Nah, let's get the extra point. But you got an aggressive head coach. Nah, I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not going to fault him. Nah. If it was a playoff game, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, but CeeDee Lamb had a great game. He had a 60 receptions for like 229 like that. He had an amazing game, bro. He really did, man.
I keep telling people Cameron Sutton cannot guard fast receivers. He's a CB2. He's not a CB1. I just keep trying to tell people that. But if he played pretty well, I mean, Brian Branch was laying hits on people. Yeah. The defense was Aiden Hutchins.
How about
Hutch? Hutch had 3 sacks in that game. And that was against a premier offensive line. Supposedly. Yeah. So, I mean, Hutch brung it. So the defense, like I said, the defense played extraordinary, man. They just played out their mind.
Look like TJ out there.
Yeah, they keep doing that, man. All they got to do is keep doing it. That's all. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game overall. I think both teams played well. I think Dak did his thing. I think, everybody exposed everybody on defense that was supposed to be exposed. Dak exposed our secondary. We exposed their running game. They can't run the ball on us, and we couldn't fucking stop the pass. So either way, and since we slowed the game down by being able to run the ball and making a couple of good passes here and there, we slowed the game down. We're the first team to come in there and this year and hold them to 20 points. That's pretty good. As you know, based on our defense, our defense sucks, but statistically we suck. I'll put it to you that way. Yeah, and it was again. Yeah, you're right. It was against Tyron Smith too. Hutch was having these games on Tyron Smith. He did get a sack from the other side, so the right tackle. So he did get a sack from that side. I think he got sacked from all positions. I think he got two. Well, I think he got two on the left and one on the right. But yeah, he was playing his ass off in that game. Yeah, Tony Pollard's not in for Dallas.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was.
Yeah, he's a running back too, just like Sutton is a quarterback too. Yeah, they got to find. They messed up when they let Ezekiel go, but that's okay. Yeah. They'll learn.
All right, Charles. Let's get right to these news.
Joe Flacco is the first Browns quarterback to throw for 300-plus yards in 3 straight games since Josh McCown in 2015. It's the first time since 1953 that both the Lions and the Browns have had 10-plus wins in a single season. Sam Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs are the first rookie teammates to have 9 scrimmage touchdowns apiece. Malcolm Kuntz has become the first player to sack Patrick Mahomes 3 times in a single game. Kobe Turner now leads all rookies in sacks with 6.5, passing teammate Byron Young with 6. The Ravens are 12-1 when scoring 20-plus points, and they have scored 20-plus points in 9 consecutive games, which is the longest current streak. Mike Evans became the 7th wide receiver to have 20-plus games with multiple touchdowns in NFL history. The Chiefs' negative 18 yards in the first quarter is the worst first quarter of a team since the 2004 Bears, who had negative 20 in Week 15. Jalen Hurts now holds the record for most rushing touchdowns in a single season with 15. Josh Allen joins Cam Newton as the second quarterback to have 50-plus rushing touchdowns in their career in NFL history. Bailey Zappi became just the 3rd quarterback in Patriots franchise history to win a primetime game with 250-plus yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 picks, joining Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady. Breaking news! Fuck the Patriots and have a nice day.
All right. All right.
Oh, that was awesome.
Wow. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. He's in breaking news. That was a good one, man. Oh, wow. Like, ready to get into these NFL topics?
For sure. Let's do it.
Should the Eagles be encouraged or concerned after the win over the Giants? Concerned, man. The Giants kept trying to come back. They it's like you couldn't put them away. They eventually finally did, of course, but they kept coming back. Even when y'all even had that little margin of lead, they still was coming back. Like, I couldn't find a way to like put them away. Like I really struggled against them. I get division rival, but this is somebody you should have blown out. I feel like you should have blown. The Giants is a real bad team. I feel like this is somebody y'all should have blown out, man. But y'all really was struggling against them, man. That running game still an issue in Philadelphia. You still got Jalen Hurts still trying to have his little inner Lamar Jackson going on. I think he threw an interception that game too. I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, like I think they should be concerned, man. Like they're coming for a 3-game lose streak, so I guess there's a little bit of encouragement if they finally be able to win the game. But it was that game. It wasn't a cakewalk. The Giants was fighting the entire time until they finally, the Philadelphia Eagles finally put them away. But yeah, I think this is more concerned than encouraged after that win. What you got, Bishop?
Yeah, I think I don't think they should be concerned about regular season. I think they should be concerned about what happens in the playoffs. This is kind of something they've been doing all year anyway, barely winning games, but winning the games. I guess that counts for something because a W is a W and an L is an L. Right. So, I mean, and you accumulate a lot more W's than you do L's. That proves that you can win some games. But in the playoffs, it's a whole different ball game. Just like in any sports playoffs, it's a different situation. It's a different game. Things are more serious. Your play calling has got to be more scrutinized. It's just, I don't know. I don't think they're going to make it I don't think they're going to. I think both the original teams that made it to the Super Bowl last year, I just don't see it happening this year for either one of these teams. They're not. Either one of these teams are not having a good year. I'm even though that Eagles are 11-4. They're not going to be. Yeah, I'm not buying into their playoff run. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they can finish out the regular season. I just don't think they're going to have a good playoff run. That's all.
For me, like I said, like people got the formula. Now teams got the formula of success on how to stop Philadelphia. Like I said, that bread and butter, that play action, and how you stop that running game. They were able to do a little bit good with the running game against the Giants. I think
later on in the game,
like 92 rushing yard. The DeAndre Swift actually had a really good running game toward the back end of the game. Yeah. But like Jalen still throwing mistakenly turnovers still. Like I said, they're just not looking like a formidable team, man. And there will be. I shouldn't feel like they should be concerned, man, because look what's happening. They did against a team up under 500. These plus 500 teams they've been struggling with as of late. So I feel like they need to find a way to start running, get this ball game running, because they got the play actions is what that helps them to drive this team. And then not only that, was making it worse, is the front seven is getting up a lot of rushing yards. Teams are running the ball against this front line. And I'm like, yo, I told my homeboy Bumpers, if you're top-notch Philadelphia fan, I'm like, yo, they're running the ball on y'all. Y'all not able to run the ball, and they allow them to run their front line. I don't know what's going on. I think it's maybe injuries, or maybe you got BG over there still at that peak of his age toward the end, and Cox. So older guys, and so Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter need to step it up. You need to start asking more new fresh pieces in that front line, because they're running through y'all. I'm watching teams running through y'all. It didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel like it's more of a concern. I don't think it's much of the regular season game. It's the concerns in y'all, the areas that y'all got issues in right now. Y'all turn the ball over, you're not ready to run the ball, and then people running the ball over y'all. It's not that way. I don't think Philadelphia's gonna make it far. I don't think they will. Not this year.
Yeah. I probably, it'd be really funny too if they have to run into Dallas in the first round.
Yeah,
second round, even in the second round. That's going to be an interesting game, because it basically, if Philadelphia wins out, it'll be in their favor because it'll be in Philadelphia. But Dallas, a lot of people want to think Dallas is, they talk a lot of shit about Dallas, but Dallas is a good team. They are a good team. And you can't get, if you want them to be unconfident, you can't give them no room. And Philadelphia's already gave them room by getting their ass kicked by Dallas last game, even though they did win the first matchup. But again, Philly can't. They got to do something. They got to do something better.
Man, y'all figure some stuff out, man. Right now, you're looking at this phone game.
Do something better.
Right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on with our next topic. All right, y'all. Good Ravens or bad 49ers? Be sure.
Oh, good Ravens, most definitely. I think the Ravens were prepared. I think they shocked the Niners. I think the Niners thought this was going to be a better game, a more Niner game than it was. I think the Ravens came in there and showed that they mean business. And I mean, they are 20. I think they're 20-1 against the NFC right now.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Yeah, man.
If they make it to the Super Bowl, dude, I don't want to be the team playing them. I don't care if it's the Lions or not. I don't want to be that team, because they crushed the NFC. So yeah, but they won that game. It was good Ravens all the way.
I'm gonna say more of good Ravens defense. That so when they turned the ball over 5 times. The Ravens had 5 takeaways. 2 of them about Kyle Hamilton, which I think is playing a really, really great, having a really, really great year. Man, he's been stepping up.
He
man.
is.
Anyway, the corner, the nickel, even in the safety position, he played really, really good. Man, he's a tackle machine. He takes the ball away. Man, Brock Purdy couldn't do anything. Man, they put him on IR in a way. Like they had him shut down. He couldn't do anything, bro. Like the turnovers was bad. And the crazy part was the 49ers was driving. They just kept throwing interceptions. He's got throwing interceptions. That's what it was. CMC's probably the only best over the player that entire night. Even though they had a rough night, he still rushed for over 100 yards in that game. Ain't got in the end zone. He balled, but like I said, all that don't mean nothing if you don't win the game. But you know what I'm saying? It was just like one of them things. Like, dang, I was expecting the 49ers to handle the business. But it looked like the Ravens did, man. And when you got great field position all night long, and until long getting that end zone. It wasn't that long. I feel like they had great plays. Zay Flowers did. The running game wasn't the greatest for Baltimore, but they didn't. They didn't need to when the defense was carrying the load. They really. I was really shocked at what I saw with the 49ers. I couldn't believe it. It got so bad they put Sam Darnold in the back end of the game. He did what he could. He threw the fifth.
Although they did a very good job pass defensively.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
CMC still had 7.2 yards per carry, so CMC was still doing his thing. But other than that, though, that was the only high point for the Niners in that game. I mean, the defense did step up. Lamar Jackson took advantage of the possessions that he had when they got the turnovers. So, when you put your offense in a good position, I mean, your job is to score as an offense. So,
yeah, man, like Bernard, you had a great game. Kiddo had a great game. So had a great game, man. But I was expecting what the Ravens did to the 49ers, the Baltimore Ravens did to the 49ers. I bet the 49ers do to Baltimore with the turnovers. That's what I was expecting to see. But I was wrong. So I had to eat my crow when it comes to that, man. I wanted them to lose so bad. But the Ravens went all the way across the West Coast and took care of business, man. They really did, man. They had a long flight. And then they did what they needed to do, man. They played great football, man. The defense really carried this team, man. Like I said, the Ravens in good field position all night long, man. Like I said, they didn't have to really be honest with you. The offense really didn't have to do much because the defense was doing everything. They turned over to get in the sack, man. They were shutting Brock Purdy down. He couldn't do it. The only thing they couldn't shut down was the running game and the passing game for what it was worth. But the Ravens went there, had the business, man. They really did. I was shocked at what I saw, man. I wasn't expecting it. I was going to be a tight game. But, the Ravens defense is one of the better defenses in football, too, as well, man. They want scary defenses, too.
Yeah.
Defense, man.
Yeah. They won a lot of they've been in a lot of their games because of that, their defense. So they've shut down a lot of teams immediately just because of that. Yeah, so, their defense is A1.
Yeah, man. Brock Purdy got to get together too, man. I still believe they'll still make the impact of that ball. Likely have home field advantage. They probably more likely will. So I'm pretty sure they'll get together. But this could potentially be another Super Bowl again between these two. It could potentially be that. I feel like this is the time for Lamar Jackson and defense to lead themselves to the Super Bowl. They have to do it. As long as they stay healthy and they don't play no weird games like run somebody they don't want to run into. But but I think this will be a good Super Bowl. Better, I think it's better than the last one. But won that one. But
because I really think that the Niners will go back over this if they do meet again in the Super Bowl. The Niners will play a better game. So, all right.
I'm going on next topic. All right, John. Russell Wilson is released by the Broncos. What team would be a great fit for him? Michelle, what you think?
Hey, we had this discussion earlier in the group chat. I think that going to Pittsburgh would be good. I mean, you got to look at it like this. Little Russell Wilson is a little long in tooth. He's a veteran quarterback. He ain't going to stay there forever in Pittsburgh. What you want to do is get he needs to take Kenny Pickett under his wing and get him going so that when Russell Wilson does retire or his contract runs out with the Steelers, if they've signed him, then they got a good quarterback in the wings. They got a better quarterback in Kenny Pickett. So I think that would be a good fit for him right now. They need good offensive production right now, and they're not getting it from Kenny Pickett. And I think when you have a good quality quarterback like Russell Wilson, and he did an amazing job this year, regardless of what the Broncos did. It brings the players around him, it makes them play better. Then Pickens wouldn't be acting like a diva because he'd actually get the ball all the time. and Deontay would actually shut up for a change because he'd be getting the ball because Russell Wilson likes to spread the ball around. So, I mean, as long as he's got capable offense, he should be good to go. It's a great, as long as they change the offensive coordinator, that's a great offense to go to. You got good running backs, your offensive line is building up, you got good tight ends, and you got great receivers. So, I mean, I don't know it was a better situation than he went to when he went from Seattle to Denver. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. I would love to have Russ Wilson, but there's too much money tied up in him, and we don't do business that way. He got over $100+ million over his head, and we're definitely not picking that up. And not only would that be the case, we'll have to give up a lot. Because look what Seattle gave up. No, what Denver gave just to get him. They like 2 first-round picks. They were their top tight end at the time. the second and third round, they gave up a lot for Russell Wilson, man. Not saying he played bad, but I'm saying they gave up a lot. And there's too much money tied up in him. And we don't do business that way, so I'm not worried about the Russell Wilson part. But I would love it.
Well, if they release him, that's a whole different story. Because if they release him, they got to eat that $105 cap anyway.
Oh, he's
so,
not released. He's not released. I thought
yeah, he's released. He ain't gonna trade. They're not gonna trade him. They're talking about releasing him, just flat out releasing him. Which is stupid as hell.
Yeah, let's say I think
Broncos
it's a good idea for us. Yeah, if they release, yeah, that'd be different. Okay, I looked at trade. I thought trade immediately. That's on me. Okay, I got what's coming from now. But yeah, I actually would, man. A great system. We got good defense. Get some new players, weapon wise. But I think he could. The team they said they're looking at him will be Seattle, the Falcons, the Raiders, Steelers, and New England. Those teams like that potentially can go after him. If I was New England, I would do it. Seattle, I like Geno Smith too. I still like Geno Smith there. The Falcons, I think they should go after Justin Fields more than I think Russell Wilson. Pittsburgh, I wouldn't mind taking a man, put that fire up on big ass, man. I'm not impressed with him. I'm not happy.
I think that's the best place for him to go. I don't see New England as a good place. I don't see Atlanta as a good place. Atlanta needs a more athletic quarterback. They don't need Russell Wilson. Yeah, they need somebody like Pittsburgh needs somebody veteran right now just to take the reins and calm everybody down in the offense and say, look, this is. And so Russell Wilson is a good input of offense. So whatever offensive coordinator you get in the offseason, they got to work together. And being as a veteran, he can sit there and say, well, I think this play call can work this way. He'll be able to make those choices where Kenny Pickett can't because he's still young. Yes. So that'll help him out. Kenny Pickett will help your offense out. I'm serious. I think Pittsburgh is the best place for him to go. I think he'll shine in Pittsburgh. He'll shine.
I think still got a lot left for the tape, man. Like I say, he spread the wealth, man. That's somebody else. We need somebody to be able to get our receivers the ball. We got playmakers. We just haven't been able to give them the ball. Mason definitely did that last week, man. He really did. I was impressed. I was impressed, man. He was able to do what we needed. We got playmakers. Give him the ball. We can't make sure that how much of a great playmakers they are. We're not giving them an opportunity to do so. I'm not impressed with Kenny Pickett at all. I'm really disappointed. But I said, not all the blame is on him because Matt Canada had a lot to do with that too. But I feel like a fresh OC for his liking maybe help, maybe. But I'll definitely put some type of fire up on his dad. Let him know that we're serious, man. This is your last chance to get it right. So I would grab Roosevelt. I definitely would. If he gets released, for sure, most definitely. But y'all move on to our next topic. He's moving on for Russell Wilson, the right move. I feel like more like not like move on, but I feel like he should actually be released. The way he be mistreated there by the head coach, man, I can't believe us dropping right now. I really can't. I'm disgusted with him right now. I really, really am, man. I feel like he should want to. What not fucking moving on. Ask him to move on. Ask for the man trade, release, be released, whatever. Man, he being so mistreated by him, man. You see the coaches on side like yelling at him, man. Don't shout to him all season throughout the regular season, yelling at him on the field, like benching him, man, like for the last 2 games, like to prevent they tell you if he didn't change his injury guarantee money, they're gonna bench him. He obviously chose not to do that. It's his money. You gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, Sean Payton is a bad coach, man. Like, I can't believe the betrayal. And the way he's so calm about that, he handled it professionally. He really, really is, man. Because you see that his head coach don't like him, man. They see that chemistry out there, and he's still like, he's still saying, I want to be there. He want to win there. I see his interview. He says he still want to be there. Still want to win. He want an opportunity to win the Super Bowl with them. He still wants to be there. And look how he been mistreated, man. You too good of a quarterback to be treated like that, bro. You're a Super Bowl quarterback. I'm the quarterback, man. And the way you being treated is just not right, man. So I think he should want to leave. Period. I think it is the right move. Bishop, what you got?
Yeah, I don't see it. Once all this stuff started coming out, and Russell Wilson even had an interview where he said that they told him that they need to make him, have him take a pay cut in his injury situation for incentives. Or sit the bench. That's hard. That's hard as a veteran football player to, especially as a quarterback, to get. Telling you the trade to Denver was just bad in the first place. I didn't like it. No matter who was the coach of the team, the ownership is stupid as hell. They are so what can you say? And so I don't know, man. Denver is just not in a good place organizationally yet. So until they get that right, and then you hired a coach, you hired a head coach that they're going to allow him to run stuff. They're just going to allow him to run stuff because he's the head coach. They don't have no football experience owning a team. They just got him so he can put stuff together, I guess. I don't know. But Sean Payton is going above and beyond his assnesses. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but at the same time, I'm not saying he's approaching this in a very good light either. It's making him look bad as hell. You can't be sitting there getting shown yelling at your multi-million-dollar quarterback on the sideline all the time. That's just not cool. You can't do that kind of stuff. And Sean Payton knows that. If you don't like the guy, just come out and say that. Be real with people. And that's the problem with these damn coaches and their players. A lot of these coaches are not real with their players, and that's the reason why they don't get production from them. Just tell their ass, look, you ain't doing well. Either do it or get the fuck out. I'm hate to say it, my coach, Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell will tell you that. If you don't want to play here, you can go somewhere else and play. We don't need you here. You got to have a mentality. And Sean Payton's not doing it. He's going through smoke and mirrors to do this stuff. So I don't like that sneaky shit. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, man. That joint is just crazy, bro. Like how they being treated like that. I can't believe they're doing that to him like that. So I hope he does be able to move on from them, man. Because he don't try to be there, man. He's still playing. He still put up good numbers. Despite how the team is, he still put up good numbers. You look at his numbers, still look good, man. Pro Bowl caliber player. Still. He still got a lot left in the tank, man. To be treated like that by a coach, man, it ain't right. Whether you like
He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Come on, man.
Right, you could better went back to back Super Bowl. I wish we would have won that one. We can get into that, but it's one of them unfortunate situations, man. I hope he is free from that, man. Free Russ Wilson, man. Free him.
Free Russ Wilson.
Free Russ. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Let's ride.
It's messed up, man. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. And I'm here like a whole asshole right now. He really is.
Right.
Really is. But
the whole organization's like a whole asshole. That's what they're doing.
Man, it's sad how they do him like that, man. He don't turn that. He don't turn that. But all right, y'all. Let's move on. Next topic. All right, is TJ overlooked as Defensive Player of the Year? Absolutely. I don't know what's going on. I had conversations with a lot of people about the situation. I feel like he is being overlooked, man. The two people that they talk about is Myles Garrett and Michael Parsons, and the TJ just the third guy. I'm not really sure why. When numbers speak for themselves, listen to this. He has more sacks, QB hits, pressures, tackle for loss, tackles, solo tackles, interceptions, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, pass deflected, and TDs. More than both of them. He leads. I don't know if he leads all in every last category. For all three of those. And you overlook the guy leading the sacks still. Like Michael Parsons and Myles Garrett, like around 14, 15 area. TJ Watt continues to make history by being the first defensive player to have lead the league in sacks in 3 different years. He had opportunity to do that. And the way he been overlooked, man, this guy is a game changer, game wrecker. You didn't see what he was doing last week, man. He's all over the place with the forced fumbles, the sack, tackle for loss, the QB hits. He's all over the place. Myles Garrett had that one game. We had a block punt and a couple of sacks. Now he's defensive player of the year. And then Michael Parsons and nowhere near Sicily, even close. We're only close to TJ Watt. But you want to overlook him. I heard people. I think one of the dumbest remarks I heard was, "Oh, the reason why they won't give it to him because the team is bad and they ain't making playoffs." Let me remind you, in 2021, TJ Watt won Defensive Player of the Year. That year we went 97 and we missed the postseason. So is that statement really true? Yeah, that do it. This is the individual stat. This not the NBA. No, but they affect the team thing affects that. No, because we was 9-7 that year and we missed the postseason. We didn't even make it. And some will say, "Oh, because he broke the record." Okay, well, if he breaks this record, he creates history. He not the Defensive Player of the Year. Let's say he go for the next 2 games, and let's say he got 17 sacks right now. Who say he don't go on for the next 2 games and sack in the attack department? I don't know why he be overlooked. I don't say. And if they don't give it to him, I want Monty and Myles Garrett again. I want my he's playing amazing. He has made a career this season. He really has. I wouldn't be mad about that. But I feel like the way he be overlooked like that, man, as the third best to win it, it's absurd to me. I think it is. I just can't believe the way they look at him like that. Like I said, but that's just my take on that. But Bishop, what you got?
Well, yeah, I don't think he's being he's not being overlooked. I don't think he's I don't think the question is that he's being overlooked. Is the reason why he shouldn't be number one in the defensive player of the year award right now is what I'm concerned about. Being overlooked, I think it does have to do a lot. And unfortunately, it does have to do a lot with team record. Now, defensive player of the year is given like at the end of the year, well, at the end of the football season. So there's not, playoffs don't make a difference at that point. So, what he did in the playoffs don't make a difference at that point. I think I think Pittsburgh is just being disrespected as a team. And believe me, there's a lot of teams out there that have had defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year candidates, and they didn't win because A, their team is not doing so well. And B, people just don't like the team. I think in this case, it's a little bit mixture of both with TJ Watt, but he definitely deserved. I'll put a matter of fact to that whole situation. Max Crosby, he is very good, and he's not even being talked about at all in this whole conversation. And he's probably better than, I give Myles Garrett. He had a pretty good game last game. I think he blew up when he had that black punt game. That black punt game blew him up. He automatically went to the top in the defensive player of the year category, which I did not agree with. One game doesn't make you defensive player of the year. But Max Crosby has been consistent on a bad team. And reason, and that's exactly the reason why he's not being talked about, because he's on a bad. The Raiders are actually playing pretty good now, but he was on. I don't think they have a chance of making the playoffs. They might have a slim chance, but not all the way. They gotta, if they make the playoffs, it's fine. But it's it's a team that doesn't have a great record, and they're not looking at that. And that's the unfortunate part of the NFL and the people who make these awards. You're not looking at the player and what he does for the team. You're looking at the player and what the team is doing, and that's not fair. And that's the reason why TJ Watt, I think, is being overlooked a little bit. And I don't agree with that either. I think that's BS. I think TJ Watt should be the defensive player of the year. I said this at the beginning of the season.
You did. Actually, you did. You did.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just messed up. I don't like these awards half the time anyway, because they're all bullshit dance awards that, I'm going to do whoever the favorite player is by the fans. That's who we're going to choose for the man. Stats count. Stop making stats not count. Stats count. He leads just about every defensive category stat. Except interceptions, obviously. Yeah. But still, I'm just saying, for his position, he leads every stat category. So what the hell? That doesn't count for nothing. He ain't doing shit.
Because right now we're sitting at 8, so we're sitting at 8-7 right now. We win the game, go down to 7. We haven't found a way to win against Baltimore. We go 10-7. And let's say he has still a game there. You're still gonna overlook him for defensive player of the year. Because I said the last time he won defensive player of the year, we were 9-7. We didn't make the postseason. So please tell me what it is. What is it? I said if I see Myles Garrett, I wouldn't be as mad. I said the team is great. The defense is great because of him too. He had a stellar career as well. So I wouldn't be mad if he got it. But I feel like the way TJ Watt be overlooked is mad disrespectful, man. So I'm hoping TJ Watt goes off for the next 2 games, go crazy. I hope we do win. But
it's the same thing with MVPs, but we'll get into that later.
The disrespect is wild. The way he being overlooked and treated right now. But I still got him a defensive player of the year. Leading in sacks. If he leads in sacks this year, he'd be the first ever. He'd be great in history, first ever to lead in sacks in 3 different years.
Mm-hmm.
That's defensive player of the year. That's
3 years in a row, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Remember last year?
That's right. Because last year he led the league in sacks, didn't he?
No, he got hurt. Remember? It was the year before.
Okay.
Nick Bosa got it. Remember, TJ Watt got hurt and then he came back.
Oh yeah, Bosa got it.
Yeah, so that's why. And so I was looking good. Week 1, he got hurt and he missed like 8 games. That kind of derailed him. But so good. And now look where he's playing now. He's leading the category for his position. He's number 1 in every last one of the category at his position. And we look like that because they worry about how the team is. This play is an individual award. You need to focus on the individual player, not the team. But I mean, it's all good. Like I said, if I see Myles Garrett, I wouldn't be upset. But Michael Parsons should definitely be up there. Another guy that they talk about either is Trey Henderson for Cincinnati Bengals. He's number 2 in sacks right now. But he ain't being talked about in discussion because they're a bad team. He's not doing well.
Yeah.
He's playing great too. A lot of players. Khalil Mack, somebody's playing good as well too. I think he had like 15. Like there's a lot of players that ain't being discussed today.
Hunter's another player. Daniil Hunter for the Minnesota Vikings. He's doing really well too. He's up there in sacks.
Hunter, yeah. Blaine, the corner with the I think he had what six.
Bland, yeah.
Yeah, Bland. He's not being talked about either. There's a lot of people that should be involved in the defensive player of the year conversation. But you know how that is, man. That's it.
Yeah.
If Tito I don't get it, I feel like the only one I'll be okay with getting is Miles Garrett. Yeah, the only one I'm cool with actually getting it. Yeah, what else? No. But we'll see what happens, man. Still got 2 more games left to go. So there's a lot of football left, so we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, TJ Watt leads in sacks again. Man, he definitely should get it, man. He made history. He that's another record on his notch. Like I said, he has 17. He has potential to get 20. He has potential to do it. He has potential. He needs to do more sacks. But like I said, it's okay though. We'll see what happens. Though. Let's go ahead and move on. The next topic. All right, are the Jags done? Bishop.
They are not playing good football at all. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence is the one that gets them going, and he's not playing very good football right now. And he's injured oft now. I think the Jaguars are gonna. I don't know if they're gonna let that division slip away from them. There's too many teams. I mean, there's a lot of teams behind them that can win the division. It is not like it's not up for grabs. I think Houston has a shot at it, as well as Indianapolis, and both of them right now are. Houston is not playing the greatest ball because they don't have, C.J. Stroud, I think, is coming back this week, so that'll be a lift for them. But Indianapolis has been playing okay. They probably are playing the better of the two, but they're playing better of the three right now. Okay. So if Jaguars continue the path that they're on right now, I don't see them winning that division. They might not even make the playoffs. Because there's a lot of teams in the AFC that can make the playoffs. So I don't know, man. Jaguars are not looking very good right now. I think they're going to be, if they get in the playoffs, I think they can be one and done as well. I think they're not going to advance. They're not playing. This is a wrong time of the season not to be playing very well. So I just don't see it.
I agree with you. They're not playing really well right now. Trevor Lawrence there, like that. I think he had a little injury scare, but I think he's forced back the week later. Right now, they're currently on a 4-game losing streak. Right now, they lost a month of football. Right now, all of it is just about December. All of it is December. You got one more game in December. They got the Carolina Panthers. They should be able to win this game. They should be able to get back on track. But losing the 4 straight like that in the back end, that's the thing you want to do for all teams. Start losing in the back end. That's not what you want to happen. You want to start winning, stacking up wins towards the end of the season, man. You really want to. And on a 4-game losing streak is not good. They're not going. They lost to Cincinnati. They lost to Cleveland. They lost to both. They lost to 3 AFC North teams 3 times in a row already. And then you lost to the Bucs last week, man. Like
all teams they're gonna see, they can see in the playoffs.
Exactly. And now they're 8-7. They're outside looking at just like us right now. So yeah.
And how many of those games were at home? 2 of them, weren't they?
2 of them was at home. 2 of them was home.
Yeah, they lost to Cincinnati, and who they lose to? Who's the other home?
Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah. So those are playoff teams, and if you play them at home, you're going to lose because you're not that good of a team. Yeah. They got crushed by. Then they get crushed by Buffalo. Baltimore. They got crushed by Cleveland, didn't they?
No, that's a close game.
It was. I know Cincinnati. I know Cincinnati was a close game. Baltimore was the one that beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, it was 22-7. I won't say beat the hell out of them, but they did was able to. Yeah. Take it, bitch. Yeah, I got your point though. They can't lose today. Don't lose Carolina today. Don't do it. That's gonna be.
Man, yeah. If you lose to Carolina, dude, it's over. It's really over for you.
Yeah, I think they're home. I think they'll get back on track. I think they will. Oh, at least I hope so. I hope they will be. But right now they're on a 4-game losing streak. Right now, I didn't even know it was on a 4-game losing streak. I didn't even know that. I just looked at it.
Yeah,
4 straight games.
That's the reason why. Yeah, I put that question up there because they ain't playing good ball at all. They ain't playing good ball at all. But anyway, yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on with our next topic.
All right.
All right, y'all. Can the Falcons run the table and win the NFC South? Let me look at the schedule real quick. Their remaining schedule, as a matter of fact.
I'm gonna tell you without looking at the schedule. Hell, fuck no, they ain't gonna do that. Tampa Bay got that.
So The last 2 games they got to play the Bears, they got to play the Saints. I don't think they run the table at all. Winning. I don't know. I don't think so. Nah, I have no hope in the Falcons, man. I feel they have a lot of issues, man. Especially at the quarterback issue, man. The team not looking good, man. Like, this is the only division I know that you can win like this. You can lose like this and potentially still make the postseason. Like, I wish we could do something like that. I wish we could get away with something like that. But no, unfortunately, that's not a real thing. But I don't think so. I think the Bucks, they definitely deserve it now. Where they play right now, where Baker Mayfield playing right now, he got elite numbers as well. The defense playing well, the offense playing well. Mike Evans, the dog, every single year. Like, I think they should be the ones deserving of winning it. I don't think the Falcons should run the table. They got to play the Bears.
What are the Bucks' last 2 games?
The Bucks. Hold on, look at it in 1 second. Because the Bucks right now, they're number 1 in their division right now. In the last 2 games, Saints, Panthers.
They can wrap that up. They ain't gonna. They beat New Orleans already once, so they can do it again.
Yeah.
And then the Carolina Panthers. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
So,
but see, the last 2 games for the Falcons is on the road. The Bucks got 1 more home game. So with that being said, I think they have a better opportunity to win than the Falcons. The Falcons got a lot of issues right now. They're the issue right now. Right now, that team right now, it's just all over the place, man. So that was pretty easy to answer. But I'm going to move on to our next topic. All right, y'all, we got Jag for the week, man. No, I talked about somebody doing some crazy stuff, and we got to talk about it, man. Let's talk about Drew Ogletree. He's the tight end for the Colts. He was actually arrested on domestic violence charges. I'm not really sure why you think this is acceptable for you, like anybody else, man. But Friday night he was arrested. Ogletree was charged with domestic battery, committed physical presence on a child less than 16 years old. Domestic violence resulted in moderate bodily injuries. Both are felonies. Oh, man, like, what is going on? What is going on with the world? Why are we here? Why you an NFL player, man? You relatively famous for your career in the NFL, man. You do stuff like this, embarrassing your organization, embarrassing your team, man. Now you missing out on the opportunity to help your team go wherever they're trying to go as far as playoff goes, and you doing stuff like this, man. I hope more story comes out, but stuff like this, man, like domestic violence is not a thing that's really allowed in the NFL, tolerated anywhere out or inside the NFL, and you do stuff like this, man. Jag of the week, bro. Like, you're only 25 years old, and you ruining your career, abusing somebody up under the age of 16. What do you do? I hope it's not. I wonder if it's your child. I wonder if it is. Because this might be a little bit different, but I don't know. Full story on that. But it said a child less than 6 years old, so we're not saying it. They ain't saying it's his child. They're saying it ain't his child. So they're not saying if it is or not. So, but they say he also was accused of bystabbing a woman on Tuesday, right before Friday. So he got 2. Like in the last couple of days, what's going on, man? What's going on? But Jagger, we go to you, man. Come on, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. All right, Michelle, you got Jagger for the week?
Yes, I do have a Jack of the week, and this goes out to Green Bay's cornerback Jair Alexander. So Jair decided to take it upon himself, and he was not one of the captains that day, to go out to the kickoff or the toss and say that he went up there and just nonchalantly said, hey, we want to play defense. So basically, dude, what you did, first of all, you weren't supposed to go up there. You weren't a team captain. So you went behind that. You talk about, I'm from Charlotte. I'm going to let Jair speak for himself, but I'm just going to give you the rundown. Then on top of that, you weren't a team captain, whether you were from Charlotte or not, who gives a damn. And then on top of that, you said you want to defer the kickoff. Now, keep in mind, the Panthers won the toss, and they decided to take the ball first, okay? So if he said, and they gave him a chance, to say, what do you want? You verify that you want to kick off in the second half. No, he wanted defense to be on the field. So in other words, you want to give Carolina the ball twice to start the game, and after halftime, you're dumbass. And then so Green Bay, they decided to suspend him against an important game this weekend against Minnesota. They have to win this game to stay in at least a little bit of a playoff competition. But I'm like, dude, why would you do that? First of all, take it upon yourself to go out there and you're not even a team captain. Second of all, you got suspended. I mean, the Green Bay said they suspended him, even team, detrimental to the team. And this is even before the kickoff thing happened. What's going on, Noel? Good win by your Dallas Cowboys yesterday, man.
Or even though the referees have to.
But yeah, so okay, so all that's good, but the whole part of this is the interview that he gave at the end of the game. And let me tell you something. I know all football players, they go to college. Most of them do. Most of them go to pretty good colleges too. Sometimes when you go to college, it doesn't fix what's, you sound like, man, you just came out the house after first grade. I don't know, man, but Jair sounds all kinds of idiotic on this one. Let me play that for you real quick here. Hold on just a minute because I got to. Bear with me here. I had to do this off of YouTube, folks, so sorry about that. All right. Go here, here, and here.
Hit the volume on the YouTube panel.
Decision to suspend a player is never easy and not one we take lightly. Unfortunately, Jair's actions prior to the game in Carolina led us to take this step. As an organization, we have an expectation that everyone puts the team first. While we were disappointed, we had a good conversation with Jair this morning and fully expect him to learn from this as we move forward together. We look forward to being back next week. A valued member of this team and will continue to be in the future. What he did prior to the game last week, and when I chuckled a little because there's nothing funny about a player getting suspended, he strong-armed his way out to the field
and then hijacked
to call the coin toss.
Yeah.
Yes, and almost screwed it up.
Right.
And if the referee had not bailed him out, the Packers would have kicked off to start both halves of the game against the Panthers because he said we want to play defense.
Right.
So yeah, that was part of the that was part of it right there. And so I don't understand why you would do some shit like that. That's just dumb. And I have another clip in here. Damn it. I don't know. There you go. So here you go. This is the other clip I got of it.
Captain, because the team announces the 3 game captains and you were the 4th and you called the toss. What happened there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's only suiting. I don't think Coach knew I was from Charlotte. So
you just did that on your own.
I mean, it was like the guys backed me up. So they knew I was from here.
Did you realize you almost made a big mistake on the call, though?
What'd I do?
Well, you said we want to go on defense.
Yeah.
Which in theory they could have said, then you're electing to kick off, which you would have lost the opportunity then to receive in the second half.
Yeah, no, I told them that I said I want our defense to be out there, and they all looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like,
it's you were
simple what I said. Like I want the defense to be out there. They're like, you mean defer? I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Did he say that to you?
Yeah, he did.
The mic was on.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we heard you.
Oh, really? No, he was just like, defer. I was like, yeah. Everybody's like, yeah. Everybody was laughing. I'm like, what y'all laughing at?
Laughing at you, dummy.
They're laughing at your ass. That's what dumbass.
What? I'm for sure.
That whole interview with just, I swear to God, it made me feel like I was like, 10 times dumber than I am right now. Just listen to that interview.
I think it's funny. Even if that's the case, you wanted to represent the contract because you're from Charlotte. And that's what you discussed with your team, with the coach, and them know that was your idea. Let's go out there like you the captain. Oh man! So what I do?
Yeah, and top, he's so cavalier about it. Like, I just went out there and because I'm from Charlotte, the team backed me up. I said, well, not the whole team backed you up because that's why your ass is suspended. Stupid ass. Little stupid boy. What my man say? DJ. Little stupid boy. But yeah, that was just he definitely gets this. Definitely gets that one.
Hell is going on in the world, man. We're going to move on our next topic of the day. All right, y'all. Still making the right decision by putting Mason Rudolph over a now healthy Kenny Pickett as the starter. Be sure.
Well, we've had this conversation before. Me and you actually had this conversation before, and I think that you were all for putting Mason Rudolph in there and just letting Kenny sit out for the rest of the year. I think Mason Rudolph is playing well. Let him stay in there. Let him shoot himself in his own foot because I think his contract's up at the end of the year too, just as well as Trubisky. They got to sign somebody. So, and I don't think they're going to sign Trubisky, but that doesn't mean they're going to sign Rudolph either. Let Rudolph have his playing time. Let him do some things. If he manages to win the next 2 games, well, there are going to be some controversies going on. But let him do that. Let Kenny do well. Stay healthy. Think about stuff. Watch plays on the field. Get him more acclimated. I think it's the right thing to just keep Mason in there, in my opinion.
Yeah, you already know how I feel. So I'm right with you. I think, like I told you already, I feel like they shut Kenny Pickett down for the rest of the season. I feel like there's no reason for him to be in this game, this rest of the after games. Like I think he need to reevaluate himself, man, as a player, man, as a teammate, as a captain of the team, man. Like, you just haven't been playing well. Now, not all of it's all your fault, but some of it is too. You know what I'm saying? Like I told B. Shiller, man, I was so upset because the way he looked in the preseason league, he looked like he controlled the offense. The pace slowed down. He trusts O-line, man. He made the right throws. And I don't know what happened. Once we played week 1 against the 49ers, like he lost his touch. Like he didn't even know how to play. So I was really shocked. I told Shiller, man, I was shocked at what I saw. He looked poised, looked like he controlled the offense. He knew what he was doing, and he hasn't been looking right, man. Like Mason.
That's preseason, though.
Yeah, I know, but I said it was starters out there. It still was starters out there. My point was it was starters for the most part, and he played well doing those drives. So that's why I'm so shocked at what I saw. So I just feel like he just need to eval, man. Like he need an OC that fits him. I feel he needs to put up on his ad by bringing another quarterback in. So I think it's right to let Mason, let high head continue to go. Like Mason's doing what Pickett has done. The opportunity to throw the ball down deep. And look what happened when we got him, man. Jordan Pickett had one of the best games of his career. So I think they continue with the high hand, let Mason shoot something in his foot if he actually does. I hope he actually does win out these games, man. Makes controversy as far as quarterback issue goes. Mitch Trubisky, I feel like it's done. He sucks. I'm done with him.
Don't be like that, man.
I'm done with him. Don't win with him. It's proven. He's 2-4 with him. And 0-4 every time we brought him in. We're done with him.
He looked good in preseason because people play vanilla offenses and defenses. That's, anybody. I can attend to you. Preseason games don't mean shit anyway, and I can attest to that because like when the Lions lost their 16 games in a row, they won their first 4 preseason games, and everybody thought, "Oh, they won 4 preseason games."
Between me and that person, I'm on evaluation of the player. Now I don't care about the record. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about. I don't ever talk about us winning. I care about the evaluation. That's how you make the roster off the preseason, the training camp, the mini camp, all that good stuff. That's my work is the evaluation and the way I evaluate. He looked great in the preseason. He looked great. So I thought he was ready to go. He looked controllable. He trusted his team, trusted his O-line. He made the right throw, everything. So that's why I was looking more at the eval than the fucking. I don't give a fuck about that preseason wins.
I understand that too, but how much evaluation can you have against a vanilla defense? Everybody. Kenny Pickett was the quarterback he was in preseason because he has a full understanding of that Pittsburgh offense. It's just that when you get into a real game situation, and San Francisco was no joke. The first game you play, you have to play an NFC opponent that is a potential Super Bowl champion, has a potential to go to the Super Bowl. So you had that added pressure, plus their defense was great. He probably saw, San Francisco probably said, you know what, this is a young quarterback. We're going to throw all kinds of shit at his ass and see if he can figure it out. Yeah. And he didn't figure it out. That's all there was to it. And because he's young, you got to give him some chance. Some quarterbacks take a while to develop. Some quarterbacks come in there throwing a rock. I can't explain it, but I'd give Kenny Pickett one more year.
One more year. I still would let him fight up on his ass. I'd rather hire OC outside of our office. I'm tired of hiring within. That shit's getting old, overrated. I'm tired of it, and it ain't helping us. We need to fire both the OCs, the part of the OCs, When they do go back to quarterback, running backs coach, go back to doing that. Y'all pretty good, cool there. But I'll definitely get a new DC and definitely a new OC for sure outside of Pittsburgh. I'm done with that. But yeah, start making them fish it out. Can't go any worse. I don't see it as a playoff team anyway. I don't want to go to the postseason without playoff team at all. But if we go, I'm gonna cheer, of course. I'm always gonna root my team regardless of the matter. But I think he's going to continue to start Mason, man. And don't put him in Kenny Pickett. But they did say Kenny Pickett is active and he will serve as a backup if something does go wrong. But definitely continue Mason for the last 2 games. Continue.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, go ahead and move on with our next topic. What does this loss mean for the Funhouse? Nothing. I mean, it was a tough loss. It was a tough loss, but I don't think it's detrimental because they're number 1 in the division and number 1 in their conference. They're more like longer than number 1 seed. They're more likely will. So I feel like I agree. Offensive coordinator definitely what we need. I agree. But back to this topic. Yeah, it was a tough loss, but they'll bounce back. They'll bounce back, man. It's one of them humble pods, man. They been on how sure you guys relate. So they got humble pod, man. They'll get back to their winning ways, and it won't affect them as far as playoffs, divisional wise, as far as division titles or locking up the number 1 seed. I don't think it stops them, but it definitely was a wake up call for them that they need to play better. I heard that Brock Purdy is dealing with stinger right now, and it's on his arm, so I'm not sure how bad that is or what that means for the team for him or his availability on the field. So as right now, it was a tough loss, but like I said I think that bounced back though. Humble pie, everybody gets it every now and then, so I think that'll be fine, man.
I consider San Francisco like these are fighting rounds right now. They've been doing really good in the ring for a while, and then they were like Mike Tyson getting hit by somebody, and oh, he hit me hard. And then that's what happens, So you gotta get humbled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, your confidence when you're riding high in your confidence, you don't think nobody can beat you. And then when you get your ass kicked, then you're like, you know what? We got to work on some things. Yeah, because you can't hold that whole. You gotta be brought down a little bit. So that's why it's a rarity that teams go through the season undefeated, because a lot of teams take that confidence and they take that it becomes the ego. And when that ego is up there, they're like, oh, they ain't shit. They're going to come in here. We're going to whoop their ass. I'm sure they didn't say that exactly with the Baltimore Ravens, but I'm pretty sure they said, well, we're going to win this game. Whether we just got to keep doing what we're doing. Nope, that you got to change your game plan around. So this is what tells them you got to change a little bit what you're doing so that if you do meet the Baltimore Ravens again, you need to make some adjustments. So that's all that means for San Francisco. I don't think it's going to. Me, myself, just like you, I don't think it's going to stop them from winning the last 2 games. Although the Rams game is going to be interesting because the Rams are playing very well. So we'll see what goes on there. But
they'll play Washington today, so I think that should make quick work of them, and then they'll
they'll be Russell Purdy by the 4th quarter.
Yeah, probably. They'll bounce back. Everybody just needed that. The humble pie just needed that. So everybody.
Yeah.
All right, John, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. All right, John, debate topic. Who do you think is the MVP and why? Me and Big Short talk about this a lot this whole season. I feel like no quarterback is playing at MVP level at all. I don't care. A lot of people want to rap and rave about Lamar Jackson, but I want y'all to take the time, look at his stats statistically, and look at the rankings. That ain't MVP at all. It's not. It's really not. No MVP. I think that you go to CMC, man. I think CMC. At first, I was on the train of Tyreek Hill, but that was only if he got the 2K, but I don't think he's going to get there. I'm not really sure. Well, still a chance, but I don't know if he's going to do it. I don't know. If he gets it, then yes. If he found a way to have a 200-plus game today and then less than 100 next week, I think I don't know how short he is of it. I'm really sure right now, but I think CMC has been the most consistent offensive player in the NFL, man. He leading the league carries, touches, averages, rushing, and rushing TDs. Like he leads all those categories. Every running back, he leads number 1 in every last one of those categories. So yeah, he be the only one to be consistent, man. And he's on the top-notch team, Super Bowl favorable team. So let's X out the fact that they're not a good team. They're a very good team, and they've been a very good team since he's been on the team, man. And he's been relatively healthy. So I think CMC is definitely. I think it should go CMC, most definitely. I'll let Tyreek Hill find a way to get that 2K.
I think that the whole situation with the MVP is. Richard Sherman did a very good piece on reason why who he thinks MVP should go to. MVP should go to a person that carries your team offensively or defensively. So CMC even though he plays on San Francisco and they're a well-built team, he accounts for 80% of their offense. Lamar Jackson only accounts for 55% of their offense. That's because they have a good defense. I understand that, but that doesn't make that MVP worthy. What makes it MVP worthy is how you carry your team. So if CMC has got an 80%, I think Tyreek Hill is another one that's high up there. I think he's like 75% of his of the offense goes through Tyreek Hill. When you have a guy that you depend on to get you offense, or even if a guy like, for instance, if defensive players would always be considered for MVP, which that's never happened. But look at all in case TJ Watt. TJ Watt could be MVP based on the fact that he carries his defense because he's a big percentage of the reason why they win games. Or even if they don't win games, he's a big percentage of the reason why that defense or that team is even in that game. So you got to look at percentages of how these players are playing on their respective sides of the ball. And like I said, Lamar is playing really well this year. I have no bad things to say about him. He's been off, but the defense is the one taking charge in that whole situation. It's not him. He's just going with the defense gives him. He's passing effectively, and the ball is being run effectively by the Ravens. So they're fine, but he's not an MVP for that team. I think what it is, like I said, CMC is 80% of that offense for San Francisco. When you have somebody that's getting off 80% of your offense, dude, that's an MVP right there. They got Debo, they got Ayuk, they got Kittle, but he's carrying 80% of that team, and they got all them superstars on it. You don't think that's an MVP caliber? I'm asking. I'm just asking. Anybody out there? To me, that's MVP.
Run Lamar, but let me back off his numbers real quick for everybody, and then ask yourself his MVP. Right now, he has 3,357 passing yards, 19 CDs, 7 INTs, and 62.9 QBR rating. Now, that's not like good numbers, right? But let me tell you what the rankings actually doing. For his passing yards, he's ranked 15. He's not even in the top 10. Not even in the top 5. He has 19 TD passes. I'm not even talking about the rushing ones. I might be counting those. I'm not going to count them. I'm doing passing for me. Y'all count
quarterback.
Go ahead. So he's top of 14 in TD passes. He's 7th in interceptions. He has 7 interceptions, which is good for quarterback, but that's tied for 80th to 79 other that's better than you in the touchdown to interception ratio. And then the only thing to highlight out of all of that, he has 62.9 QBR rating. That's ranked 8th. But the overall, it's not MVP numbers. It's not. The defense is definitely carrying the load for the Baltimore Ravens, and everybody know it. But like I said, he's having a great career. He is having a good season, but it ain't MVP numbers. It's not. I don't want the MVP number is CMC. He's number 1 in every running back category. Number 1. So when you look at it like that, man, like I just feel like it should go to somebody else. No quarterback is playing at MVP level. No quarterback. Remotely close. Nobody. But I said, and I also told Bishop, man, this quarterback, this award be for the quarterback. They mainly give it to quarterback. They don't give it to us. It's very rare to give it to outside of that. Last one that got it was Adrian Peterson, I believe. He was the last one to get it outside of the quarterback. How long ago was that? Because it's a passing lead, so it's gonna be tough. But I think CMC is determined of it, unless Tyreek Hill gets that 2 Gs. But let me tell you something. He's 359 yards away from it. So he has to average 179.5, roughly $180 for the next 2 games to do so. Could he do it? It's possible. He did it again. Like he did the number of Baltimore last year. He had a chance to do it again. And they give a lot of passing yards. They give a lot of passing yards as well, Baltimore. So, can he do it this week? Or can he do it? But he has an opportunity to do so.
I'd give it to him if he broke the record, the receiving record.
If he does, for sure.
He don't have to get 2,000 yards to do that. He can easily get like 19. I think in 1974. I think it's 1974 or 76. Calvin Johnson had. So all you gotta do is get like 1980 or 19. Yeah, just got to get that. That's no biggie.
I want to see that 2K. I would love to see that.
2K would be good, but I'd still give it to him if he broke the receiving record. I'd still give it to him
for sure. And if he doesn't win that, man, it'd be unfortunate. I like CMC all the way.
Although you're right, though, probably 2,000 would make him better to get to MVP because it is a passing league. So receivers have, a lot of receivers get a lot of yards now. So that'll be detrimental to the MVP talk. But if he does get 2,000 yards like he said he was going to get in the beginning, not only did you say you're going to get 2,000 yards, dog, you did it. So you get MVP for that. I would go with that. And like I said before, he's 75% of that offense. So there's another candidate for MVP, and it's not a quarterback.
He'd be the first ever to do that. So I'd let you know he'd be making history if he did that. So he'd be the first ever to do it. So for me, man, I like CMC more. You funny. Yeah, all right. He got one. He got one of those in the Super Bowl. He got one. He's okay. But no, I think CMC, if you ask me, that's my all right. Let's go to our next topic. Wow, the Chiefs struggling. You know why the Chiefs struggling. I know why. And then the offense is bad. The receivers are bad, man. He had no consistent outside of Tyreek. Travis Kelce, there's no one. No one stepping up. No one. You have somebody catch here and there, but it's just no receiver core. There's no receiver core there. They should have kept
Newsflash, Kelce ain't playing well either.
He's not playing. Yeah,
he's playing like shit.
He's the most consistent one out than any of them, though.
That's not saying much, though.
I ain't saying much. But yeah, I really feel like there's no receiver core. Patrick Mahomes is trying to be Superman every single game, man, because he's trying to carry a team on his back, but he can't when the receiver's not making catches. Because they're Tony ass, MVS ass, Rice. I think he needs more developing. Scott Moore, I don't know what's going on. He's in MIS. He was somebody I was expecting to take off. I really, really have believed. I think you need to change that number. 24 is not. That's a defensive player number or running back number. Like wide receiver, I'm just not feeling you.
Yeah, he's out again. Yeah, he's not playing today. Thank God.
It's just he had no weapons, man. He making all the right plays, right throws, and the receivers are not catching them. This draft free agency, they need to find some wide receivers immediately, man. And then not having Eric Bieniemy there is showing as well too. And they better see what they got to it. And I don't know, it's a lot. But the receiver core is definitely showing because the offense, the wide receiver is not catching these balls, man. They're not. He put them right on the dime, man. It's just getting wild, man. He's frustrated. Patrick Mahomes is frustrated, man.
Yeah, I think it is. I think their offense in general is bad. I think that the standout guy, he's been hurt for a couple of games, is Pacheco. Other than that, everybody else sucks. The offensive line's not blocking well. Kelsey's not playing Kelce. The receivers are dropping balls. Let's be for real. Mahomes is not playing well at all either. He's making some bad passes. He's making some bad decisions out there. And I'm telling you right now, you can say all you want, Kansas City fans. Eric Bieniemy was the guy that made that offense work. And now you got Dan Reed trying to take over, and whoever the damn little offensive coach, Nagy sucks. He didn't do good. You should have known he didn't do good in Chicago. I don't give a damn if you think he's an offensive genius. He ain't shit. He sucks. He's not a good play caller. And Reed is not. He's not adjusting on the fly like he usually does. See, Eric Bieniemy. That's a thing that was taken out of his hands because Eric Bieniemy got his shit done. He didn't have to go back and say, Reed didn't have to go back and say, well, we need to do this different. We need to do that different. Eric Bieniemy already had a game plan set up and was running that game plan. This is what's messing up. I don't care what nobody in Kansas City's got to say about that. They're missing Eric Bieniemy. I'm telling you that right now. They are definitely missing that because Eric Bieniemy, knowing that these receivers are not catching the ball correctly, he would be getting on the receiver coach's ass about that. One, two, he would game plan for that sort of stuff. There's no game plan going on here. We're going to do what we do every time. No, you can't do that if you're selling yourself short. And Kelce is, I don't know where the hell Kelsey's at right now. I think Taylor Swift gave him some booty or something. I don't know what the hell.
Oh man, that's good. Yeah, they're not looking like a real good team right now. Focusing. I think they need to adjust to the free agency. Wow, you funny. You funny. Isn't that Benny? You funny.
Yeah,
you're funny. You're funny.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious, man. Yeah, it's just the whole offense. The defense is playing pretty well.
Yeah.
They can only do so much though. It's kind of like it's almost kind of like the same situation that y'all got in Pittsburgh. You got capable offense, but they're not doing well because they don't have a good offensive coordinator. Their quarterback's not playing very well. The receivers that they got are acting like divas. This is because it's out of control. There's stuff that's going out of control on the offense. When you don't have that, you don't have control of your offense. That's the kind of shit that happens, and that's what Kansas City is going through right now. There's nobody that has control of that offense. So there's bad decisions being made by quarterback all the way down, all the way up to the coaching staff. It's just bad. The whole thing is bad. And they need to get a different offensive coordinator or just let Reed call plays and let Nagy go. Do something or beg for a enemy to come back or somebody. So their defense is fine, but they can't win every game. You got to defend on the offense to win some games. So,
Yeah, but Charles Cousins is marking on another 1,000-yard season. This being his 7th consecutive, so I think he'll get it. He'll get that for sure. But like I said, he done what he could. I feel like he's been more of the wide receiver than any other wide receiver. He's been putting on the whole season, and I see it slowing down now. I don't know what's going on there, but he is at that age. He's what, 34, 35, somewhere in that area?
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer he got in the NFL, man, but like I said, he's the best offensive weapon right now. I think they need to drop. If that's one of them two except for Rice, I think MSV and Tony definitely need to go. They definitely need to go. They're just not it. They're just not it. And they just draft some new receivers. Scott Moore, I think, is another person I think that you move on from. But I like Rice. I think somebody that may have a chance to grow in there. But
and think about this too. They had that same receiving core minus Rice last year, and they won the Super Bowl. You know why? Because it was Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah,
he made sure these people were catching up, and they were catching balls, man. They weren't dropping like they were doing now. They don't have that. They don't have no discipline on offense. That's the whole point. When you don't have a good offensive coach, you can tell by the stupid shit that the offensive players do. They're being lazy at sometimes. They don't make plays when they're supposed to make plays. They don't stretch out. Your quarterback looks like shit because everybody around him is making him look like shit, and then he starts playing like shit, and then that's it. It's conclave, and that's why the Chiefs aren't going to go into the Super Bowl again. They're just not. They're not the same Chief team that they were last year. And I'm telling you, it's all due to Eric Bieniemy. You might not want to put it on there. Chief fans will swear to God, Reed calls it. That don't make no. When you switch an offensive coordinator, you can tell if the offensive coordinator is as good or better than the one you had before because of the plays that they're making out there. And they're not making no plays. So obviously that's not working for them. So get another RC or have Reed call plays, whatever. But you guys suck on offense. And it's not going to get no better. So bye-bye Super Bowl dreams.
Yeah, they'll probably win a playoff game, but I don't think they'll go deep at all. I think they'll probably
win
a wild card game, but that'll probably be it. They're just not a formidable team. They're not that team they were last year. It is showing. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. All right, John. Can Flacco take the Browns defense to play? I think he can. Like I said, the defense is playing. I feel like you win games with the defense, man. Defense win game, offense sells tickets. I always say that all the time, man. And the players, you got to have a great defense, man. And the fucking Browns definitely have a great defense, man. I am stressed. I'm tired, too, if you're talking about me. That's very, very true. Very, very true. Not a false statement. But anyway, yeah, they got a great defense, man, right now. The offense is clicking all cylinders. The running game is working, man. Like, I think he potentially has a chance to do so. I think they try to do something they haven't done in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think they really have a chance to make it deep in the playoffs. I think they really, really do, man. Depends on what they play, too, but I think they could. I think they have a home playoff win. I think they have a home playoff game. I think they will. I think the rest of them may have to be on the road depending on who they got to play. And for our seeding goes. But yeah, I think they can, man. As the Flacco has reasserted this team. I thought it was a team that was going to go downhill after Washington was benched. But he came in and they playing football, great football. And they playing playoff team like football, man. So yeah, I think they have an opportunity to do something. Yeah. What you got?
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. I think they're going to go deep in the playoffs. I think really, besides them and the Bills, those are the next two best teams in the AFC besides Baltimore. And I really think Cleveland has a better chance at beating Baltimore because they've done it before. And look at this right here. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking too. Yep. The Browns. That would be a good game. I really want to see the rematch of that one. Yeah, they're going to be waiting at the bank. You take money from the bank.
Right.
As Solomon says, ain't nobody going to steal from the bank today. So, yeah, well, they got stole a couple times. The Rams almost stole one from the bank. But, yeah, the The Browns in Baltimore would be good. I really think the Browns are coming to their own. All they need is a capable quarterback. The only thing that upsets me about the Browns right now is that their running back, their number one running back, still, he's out for the season. That sucks. Kareem Hunt's doing a hell of a job though.
Yeah, he is.
But he's used to it.
For it.
He played for Cleveland, so he's used to it. But it does hurt that their number one running back went down. I think that would make it if he was still, man, this thing he stopped.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If Chubbs was there, man, they probably would have took half of the loss they got right now would have been cut in half. They probably would have been number one in the division. They probably would have been. Nick Chubb probably would have been.
To one of my Cleveland buddies, not named Benny or Clay. I was talking to her, and I was telling her, maybe it could be the Lions and the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. That would be awesome. That'd be just like the 1950s all over again. But yeah, whatever. I can dream. Anyway, extend Joe for security. I would too.
Back up for sure.
He's not going to get a big ass fat contract because he's old. First of all, second of all, if Watson decides to play another, I'm lame, I can't do nothing, then you can throw him in there. And this time, you can play that quarterback and win games. You say, well, you know what, Watson, since you want to act like an asshole, sit your ass down. I'm going to have Flacco go in there. Flacco go in there and take your job. How about that? Then you won't be paying you money for sitting on the bench.
He definitely earned another year of football.
Yeah.
I would definitely. So a team out there is definitely for a quarterback, and he earned a bigger contract than Cleveland probably offer him. But I definitely think he does have opportunity to continue to keep playing in this league. For sure. Yeah. He still got it.
Yeah.
He still got it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go to more with our tail of the tape.
Tail of the tape. So Monkey set us up for the tail of the tape. Hold on just a momento. And it is going to be the Ravens versus the Dolphins. Bear with me here. Banner. There you go. Thank you. So we got the Dolphins versus the Ravens. And I believe this is in the bank. Obviously, you see the offense per game for Miami being first versus the fifth-ranked defense. It's going to be a game. It's going to be a track meet. I'm really looking forward to see how the corners from Baltimore treat Tyreek Hill because he is playing. Waddle's not playing, though. Waddle's going to be out. He's in concussion status, I think he is. So he's not going to be playing. But this is going to be an interesting game. Tyreek Hill is going to he's going to get a lot of attention from that secondary. And the Baltimore Ravens aren't too shabby on offense either. They're fifth. And they're playing the third rank. Wow, they're the third ranked defense. Wow, that's impressive. I didn't know Miami was the third ranked defense. But anyway, yeah. So this ought to be a pretty good game, actually. I think Lamar in this game. I think Lamar is going to be. He's going to be the tail right there. He's going to be the tail because he needs to come out and play. If you're playing the third ranked defense. The quarterback's got to do extra special shit, and Lamar is the guy to do it. So I'm looking forward to seeing this game. This will be a really good game.
I think so too, man. I think so too. I like this game because I remember what happened last year. The way the Miami Dolphins slaughtered Baltimore inside Baltimore, especially in the second half. I'll never forget it. Tyreek Hill had 11 receptions for 190, 2 TDs. Jalen Waddle, even though he's not playing, he had 11 receptions for 179. And 2 TDs, and 2 were through for almost 469 yards and 6 TDs in that game, man. And it was all happening in Baltimore. Right, so can this happen? Can they do it again? Opportunity to do it again? If you look at offense, you see who had the better offense. It clearly who got the better defense statistically. I said I like Baltimore and the points department because they only allowed 16.3, but pass yards they give almost 200 a game. Rank 6, but. I said, man, the Miami Dolphins offense run through Tyreek Hill, man. He is playing, so we'll see if now that Water is not playing, who steps up. I don't know if y'all remember, but the top 3 receiver in the league is still on that team by the name of Chase Claypool. He is there, so I wonder if he gets more of an opportunity now that Jalen Waddle's not there, or the other guy, what's his name? The other opportunity they have.
He's a rookie, ain't he?
Yeah. What's his name? What's the guy name?
I can't remember his name. Hold on a minute. I can better tell you here. Come on.
Can't do his name right now. It's another receiver out there.
Let's see. Roster. Okay, here we go. They got Braxton Berrios too. He's another one. They got Robbie Chosen.
Yeah. Oh, they do? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder.
They got Braylon Sanders. I think that's the guy. That's the rookie.
Yeah. So I wonder if Jay Claypool get more of an opportunity out there. I don't know who steps up beside him. Kyle Hamilton not going to play in this game either. And Rashard most are not playing either.
I think Braxton Berrios gets some touches too because he's effective when they don't have it. I remember when they lost Tyreek for a game. The Miami Dolphins didn't slow down in that game. They still scored like 30-something points, and I think Berrios and Jalen Waddle had really good games in there. So pick a receiver. They're all fast, so it's not like they're gonna they're not as fast as Tyreek, but they're faster than your average receiver is. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna get some good ass touches
too. This piece of running back as well. So the downside is will the defense of the Ravens show up again? Who knows? Like this is gonna be different. I'm definitely gonna be tuned to this game. Most definitely gonna be tuned in this game.
So who you got in this game?
I got Miami. I don't like Baltimore. So, I'm gonna shoot Miami. No, I don't like Baltimore. No, I don't.
So this is it's in Baltimore. They might have to. They're going to have to rise to the occasion on this one. I mean, I'd give it to Baltimore because it's in the bank. I know they can be beat in the bank, and I know they've been beaten in the bank before by Miami, but that was last year, and Baltimore wasn't that good last year. So I'd still have to give it to Baltimore by about 3. But it's going to be a track meet. Well, at least for Miami side, the defense is going to have to play extraordinarily well against their receivers.
Oh yeah,
and they got to stop that run game. They stopped that run game and forced Tua to throw in bad situations. Tua might have a long day. If the defense shows up like they did against San Francisco, Tua's going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
So I
would say I've been playing this game either. That's a big loss for their defense. It's a big loss. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to be tuning in that game. All right, Charles. Go ahead and move into our zone player of the week.
All right. And that aforementioned Kyle Hamilton will not be playing today. He's out. So that's going to hurt them.
That's a big loss right there.
That's a big loss.
Major.
Wow. Bill's inactives today. Von Miller's a healthy scratch.
They need to move on from Von Miller. Man.
Yeah.
Horrible investment.
He definitely wasn't the Messiah they thought he was going to be.
Not at all. That injury didn't do no better for me either. So I slowed him down too as well. But let's go right into our pick'ems week.
Okay.
The Thursday game and the Saturday game already concluded, but I actually had Cleveland winning that game anyway. Who's you had?
I had Cleveland too. Yeah, without a doubt.
Saturday game I had Detroit, but it didn't work out.
I had Detroit too, but it didn't work out that way. So
more to our Sunday games. We got New England at Buffalo. I got Buffalo in this one. Who's got?
Yeah, I got Buffalo. I think New England's going to make it tough for them, but I think Buffalo comes out on top on that one.
Yeah, they're cooking right now, so I like what they're doing. They have back at home, the division rival. I think they'll probably beat the brakes off them. I ain't gonna lie, but I got Buffalo. All right, we got Atlanta and Chicago. Give me Chicago.
Yeah, I got Chicago in that one too.
At all. All right, then we got the Raiders at the Colts. Give me the Colts. Then they get back at it after what happened last week. Then they get back at it. So give me the Colts.
This is going to be a good game. Las Vegas, the Raiders just came off a win of Kansas City. That's not that big of a win anymore, Kansas City. So, Woo. Raiders are definitely trying to get a playoff spot. They are definitely still in a hunt. I'm giving it to Indianapolis because Indianapolis is at home.
I got the Rams, the Giants. Give me the Rams on this one.
Oh, Rams all day. Matthew Stafford.
We got Arizona and Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia get things together and they continue to keep winning like they did last week. So give me Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm looking for a strong defensive performance against Philadelphia in this game. So, yeah, I'm going to take Philadelphia home.
I do got New Orleans at Tampa. Give me Tampa Bay. I think Baker Mayfield and them take care of business today.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay is in go mode right now. They're going to beat New Orleans pretty bad, too, today.
We got the 49ers at Washington. Give me the 49ers. They get back in control after what happened last Monday. So,
yeah, 49ers by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think what happened on Christmas, man. I think they're mad, so they're going to take it out on Washington. Yeah. We got Carolina at Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville will get themselves back together. I think they will. It's Carolina, man. I think they'll get back together.
I'm going with Jacksonville only because it's Carolina that they're playing and they're at home. So, yeah, I'll take Jacksonville, too.
We got Miami at Baltimore. Give me Miami.
Yeah, I'm going to take Baltimore on that one. They're at home.
All right, then we got Tennessee at Houston. CJ Stroud's back, I believe. So give me Houston. Give me Houston.
Yep. I don't think Levi is back either. But anyway, yeah, I'll take Houston all day with CJ Stroud. I'll take Houston all day.
Pittsburgh, Seattle. I got Pittsburgh, but it's gonna be a tough game, man. That's what man is loud, man. Like I don't know how it's gonna be on the road for us. It makes it, I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm confident. But I think we can find a way. Our defense will help us win this game, man. It's gonna be a tough one. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. If it was in Pittsburgh, I'd probably pick Pittsburgh. But if it's in Seattle, and they just got done beating Philadelphia at home, so I got to go with Seattle on that one.
It's all good. All right, we got the Chargers at Denver. Give me Denver. Chargers. Give me Denver.
They're starting Stidham. I don't know. It's going to be Stidham versus Stick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Russell is not playing. I got bet. You talking about that? Oh, damn. Oh, man.
I don't know, bro. This is a hard game here.
Well,
both teams suck. This is actually the suck-ass game of the week right here. This one. I thought Chicago and Atlanta were going to be suck at this, but this is actually a suck-ass game because we're going to see plenty of offense, though, because I don't think the defenses are going to show up.
Denver because they're at home.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go along with that, too. Denver because they're at home.
All right, then we got Cincinnati at Kansas City. Now, I would love to say Kansas City, but man, I don't know. The Cincinnati, they did catch a beat down by us last week. So,
yeah, I don't know why they didn't flex that to Sunday night either.
Yeah, right.
Green Bay and fucking Minnesota. And we don't want to see that.
I agree. But give me Kansas City. Yeah, just because they're at home. Give me Kansas City.
I'm gonna take Cincinnati because Kansas City is just through right now. I just don't think that they lose this game, it's gonna be over for them. Yeah, I'm gonna take Cincinnati away.
Then we got Green Bay, Minnesota. Give me Green Bay.
Playoff spot on the line. Minnesota starting with their rookie quarterback.
I know what Green Bay gonna give me. Jordan Love and them is looking good. So.
And not that a lot of people are saying, well, they got to go against Minnesota. You don't have Jair. Jair Alexander ain't shit anyway. He's overrated. I wish y'all stop with that. He's not a good corner. And besides, the best ability is availability, and he hasn't been available for this team. They actually need to let him go. Go find employment somewhere else because he's not doing a very good job for Green Bay. I don't care if he was playing or not. I'm gonna give Minnesota this because of Jetta, and I think Addison's coming back. I think Addison comes back in this. So with them two, I know Hawkinson is out, but another tight end will step up and finish that. I think Oliver would be good. Yeah, I'm going with Minnesota at home.
All right, and that does conclude the end of our week 17 pick'em sheets. Good luck to everybody in their pick'ems. If you put your pick'ems in, you better go ahead and do that before 1 o'clock. All right, y'all.
Right.
We had the tape. We did everything.
We did tape.
My bad. Right. But that does conclude the end of our show, man. I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in today in the chat, the viewers, man. Be sure for you. What a wonderful year it's been, man. It's been a crazy year. Like, this is our first season. Just going strong, man. But this is the last season of this year, 2023, as we move into 2024. So with that being said, we want to say Happy New Year's to everybody, including you, B. Shriller. All our fans, thank y'all so much for y'all support. Man, like I said, keep subscribing, sharing, liking, engaging, because that's how we grow, because we're nothing without you guys, as we always say. So as we always say, man, so I'd like to thank everybody for y'all support, man. Thank y'all so much, man. And I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. This year's been a wild year for a lot of people, man. So I hope going into 2024 be a better year for everybody. Hope whatever New Year's resolution y'all happen to have, hope y'all follow through with it. I got a lot of my own, so I'm hoping to do a lot of that as well. Also, next week we'll have our annual show, award show. So we'll be having the nominations up this week. More likely probably be Monday, and we'll have it up there. We'll have it pinned to the future on the top, so we have a chance to vote all week long, and then next week's show, and I'll be back, and we'll give out the award show. It'll be our third annual award show on the 7th. So please don't miss that. That's something you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to put on the ticket for you guys. So make sure y'all be there next week. It's going to be a great show, man. I guarantee you that one.
Oh, yeah. Awesome stuff. And we're going to move to Saturday, too. We're going to be moving to Saturday, 4 o'clock. We decided 4 o'clock?
Saturday, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Yeah, we got some changes going on with the crew. So everybody, Sundays is kind of hard for everybody to wake up early. It's football. I wake up early because it's football, but other people can't do that. So
I can't imagine. I struggle with sleep, man. I want to get a new job, so now I work Monday through Friday. Now I'm back off on the weekends now, so I'm very happy about that. So we're trying to move back to Saturdays. Saturday at 4 p.m. Don't forget it, man. Like I said, we got the award show. It's something I don't want to miss. So make sure y'all are there. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a real fun show, man. We have a lot to do, man. But other than that, Butcher, anything you want to say? We're going to close out.
Yeah. Thank you for the likes, Dennis Holmes and Andrew No. I saw Austin up there. Tyler Austin, thanks a lot, man. We had some good ass comments in there from Brandon. Benny was in there. Who's making it all gaming? Who is that making it all gaming?
I think was that maybe Clay. That is Clay.
Yeah. If that was Clay, thanks a lot, man. Thank you, brother, for supporting us. Everybody out there that commented, thank you for supporting us. Remember, though, you guys, we want to know what your name are, because we can't always go to Facebook to follow that. Just go ahead and click on that link so we can see your name on here, whoever wants to send us comments and stuff like that. And then we'll say your name out here, because we do appreciate your support. Again, subscribe to all of our channels, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. What's the other one? Yeah, hit that. Then you just subscribe to everything at one time. All right?
All right, so go ahead and put me on full screen, so we'll go ahead and close stuff out, the final thought. All right, y'all. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you have a great holiday. Hope you have a great year for next year. We're going to close 2023 on a good note. Let's go ahead and end it with this one. All right, y'all. Year ends in either or end or no the beginning, but going on with all the wisdom or experience that's still in us. Now, the final thought. I'm the big dog. That'll be Shilla. Thank y'all so much. Have a happy New Year. We'll see y'all next week. Good luck to everybody's team today. We out.
Happy New Year.
Show.